Hi, I'm Sean Davidson, a certified doTERRA essential oil specialist, and today we're going to talk about using doTERRA essential oils for skin. Now, we all know people who were lucky enough to be born with amazing skin, or so it seems. But for many of us, it's something that we have to constantly keep on top of and maintain, and sometimes it just never seems to be quite right. When I was growing up, there was only really one choice in terms of using the medical route for anything, be it a congestion in the chest or teenage skin issues. We had to turn to medicine because that was the only option. But isn't it amazing that nowadays we have an alternative option that is natural and more healthy for you. We've always got the medical route as a backup if need be, but as a first port of call, we can call on the most pure and powerful and potent essential oils in the world to help with anything that we need support of in the body systems. And so today, let's focus on the largest breathing organ in our body, skin. Skin is 10 to 15% of our total body weight. So that's trillions of cells and over 5 million pores and glands. Its function is to regulate our core body temperature, to protect our insides from the environment. It's our sense of touch, but it's also the final detox pathway in a series of interlinked processes involving organs and other systems and the body's complex chemistry, which, if there's a problem at any particular point, the pathways above that congestion or whatever the issue is will be blocked and stopped draining too. And so between what goes into our colon and what comes out as a waste product in our skin, there can be much that can go a little bit off track in the interim. So, first of all, what governs these drainage systems, these links between all of these organs? Well, two things: our hormones and our mindset. Now, because we're a holistic being, we are mind, body, and emotions. These two things can be bolstered by eating well, by getting enough sleep, enough relaxation time, exercising enough, and minimizing the toxic or synthetic load on our bodies. Now, I'm not a medical professional, I'm an essential oil specialist, but let's just read some definitions just to give us the big picture on how this feedback loop between the mind and body. We all know that the mind affects the body affects the mind. They are not separate as was believed many decades ago. So, the nervous and endocrine systems connect our body, mind, and emotions. Our emotions become thoughts, our thoughts become beliefs, and our beliefs drive behaviors that result in outcomes. So, for better or for worse, the outcome of whatever we do or think is a manifestation of the processes of feeling, thinking, and believing that comes before. Our endocrine system produces hormones that regulate the vital processes in our body. So, blood pressure, breathing, heart rate, all of these are regulated by the brain and they're under the governance of the endocrine system. Hormones are messenger molecules. They're produced in a specific part of the body, but they travel to other areas to do their job. So, what can possibly go wrong in this complex, delicate balance of the way we were so wonderfully and beautifully made? Well, a couple of decades ago, man started producing chemicals. There are over 85,000 in existence in the world today, 4,000 of which are used in the cosmetic and skincare industry currently, even though more than 1,000 of those are known endocrine disruptors. So, endocrine disruptors are chemicals that are in everyday products that we put on our skin or into our bodies, and they can interfere with the endocrine system. When they enter our bodies, they can mimic, block, or alter our natural hormones, causing confusion between the brain and the organs and the function of the body, and disturb the body's normal functions. So if you look at this list from shampoo to bleach, you've probably used a couple of these today already. And unless they are clean, then they're going to have an effect on our body and increase its toxicity, its synthetic load, and just over time compound to perhaps cause stress on our organs. We would love to be able to trust the labels on bottles on shop shelves. And that's why the FDA was formed in the 1960s to try and regulate what companies could produce and sell to consumers. Unfortunately, there are loopholes in these FDA regulations which companies can and do exploit. For example, the words bioidentical. Now, bioidentical means a hormone or product or something made in a lab to mimic the real thing, but our bodies are not fooled. They cannot process a bioidentical component as efficiently as they do the component created by nature. And you think about, for example, melatonin. If you were to go to a doctor to be prescribed something for not being able to sleep, before heavy sleeping pills, they would probably try the most natural option available in the medical world, which is melatonin. But they will also say to you, you can't use it forever. You can only use it for, a matter of a few weeks, even a month, because they know that it can take a toll on the system and it's not good for us long term. So another loophole is that companies don't have to list all the ingredients when they sell products online. Now, this is because the FDA started up in the 1960s and has not really been updated since online shopping began. Online shopping is not going away anyway anytime soon. It's actually increasing. And so it's making it harder and harder for consumers to be able to read a label and perhaps research some of the ingredients on the products. An example is the La Prairie Skin Caviar range that is found in high-end department stores. There are some nasties, parabens, and a substance called butylated hydroxytoluene, if that's how you say it, which is in their products. It's not good for us, but the company will, obviously advertise that their products are really good for skin. Companies also don't have to list the individual ingredients in their fragrances and flavorants, so there could be nasties hiding there. And then also under the guise of trade secrets or proprietary information, companies don't want to reveal their precious active ingredients to competitors, so they are able to hide things in on the label list by refusing quite legitimately to disclose them. So if there are loopholes in the FDA regulations on food and cosmetics, can you imagine, with no regulation on essential oils, can you imagine the state of the general essential oil industry at the moment? Fortunately, there is hope. doTERRA was formed as a company in the US 15 years ago, and they set out to be the gold standard in oil sourcing and testing so that we can be sure that what is written on the bottle, on the label, is what it says it is, and that there are no nasties or unclean ingredients in their products. So why are they different to other companies out there? Well, let's look at, first of all, the essential oils and then their more general body care and home care products. But because essential oils is the backbone of the company, they set out, when they began, right from the word go, to be transparent in their sourcing and testing processes so that we could be confident that anything they produce is what it says it is. So doTERRA sources their essential oils in the countries in the world where their plants grow best. So when a plant is indigenous to an area, it has the highest therapeutic value because it's adapted to its surroundings, and therefore it will have the best effect on our bodies. I could grow lavender in my garden out here, but it's not going to have the same therapeutic value as lavender grown in France or Bulgaria. So where doTERRA sources these essential oils, they work with the farmers in a process called co-impact sourcing. So they seek to uplift the farmers and their surrounding communities. They're not like brokers or middlemen that go in, buy oils for the cheapest price and flood the market with them, increasing the yield by adding carrier oil or adulterating the oils. No, doTERRA will work with the farmers and pay them fairly, pay them on time, uplift their surrounding community. So if they need schools, clinics, hospitals, they will work to provide these to the community so that they can keep their farms and run them in a sustainable manner. So it's not the cheapest way to produce essential oils. The essential oils are an investment because at every stage of the journey, the producers are uplifted and they are taken care of so that they don't have to cut corners. They don't have to sell their stock for a cheap price. They can keep their sustainable farming methods pure and without any influences, any outside influences that could compromise the quality. Then every single bottle of doTERRA essential oil has a number on the bottom. And if you enter that number in a website called sourcetoyou.com, you'll see the chemical breakdown, the profile of that exact bottle of essential oil. So this is a bottle of green mandarin. And if I enter this number, I'll see where this oil was sourced. I'll see its chemical profile. I'll see that the constituents in it are as expected in nature, because it's not a matter of, as some companies, essential oil companies do, they isolate a compound from one cheap oil that is found in an expensive oil and they then dump it in the expensive oil to stretch it, to make it go further, and to sell it for more. But as I said, our bodies don't recognize essential oils unless they are as found in nature. And so it just doesn't work like that. There's no other company in the world, in fact, that can catch up with the documented research and testing that doTERRA has documented for the last 15 years. The doTERRA products that are made with their beautiful essential oils do not contain any of these nasties here. But we don't expect you to just go out and ditch the entire contents of your bathroom cabinet. That's not realistic. But what you can do is just be more mindful. And when a product runs out, make a simple swap to a cleaner product. If you have something like a perfume that you love the smell of, instead of wearing it every day, perhaps save it for a special occasion and use essential oils. They're beautiful essential oil blends that can be perfumes as well as up-leveling certain body systems. And so by doing that, making a small change, it can have a compound effect over time. Our bodies always seek balance, but there is a tipping point at which disease takes over, which is often difficult, if not impossible, to recover from. We all know people who have passed that tipping point in their lives. And, the problem is you don't know what your tipping point is often until it is too late. There are 3 ways to use doTERRA essential oils. The first is aromatically, and that's when it benefits the brain and mood issues. So I've got my beautiful bottle of green mandarin here. And if I just put a drop in the palm of my hands and rub them together and take a deep breath, I can really feel uplifted and energized by the smell. I can also put a drop in a diffuser, and that way the whole room is filled and everybody benefits. The reason essential oils work so well on our mood, our mind and mood, is because when you inhale an essential oil, it goes straight through the olfactory nerve to the olfactory bulb, which is located right next to the limbic system of the brain. The limbic system is where all the brain signals are sent to govern the body's systems. And so by inhaling a pure essential oil, the brain can immediately send signals to the rest of the body to bring it back to balance. It can trigger any pathway that has perhaps been blocked or not functioning as it should. It can send signals down this chain of command that has already been established but perhaps has gone off track, and it can bring it back to balance. Likewise, if you inhale a chemical or some smell that is synthetic, our brain signals can get confused, and then the signals from the brain tell the body to do things that it shouldn't, and our systems can get out of balance. The second way to use essential oils is topically. And there's me putting on the Immortelle Beauty Blend on the lines on my face. I paint it on the areas of concern, and then it can get to work right in the area where it needs to. The third way of using essential oils is internally. And remember, because they are pure and potent and tested, we can either put a drop of essential oil in water, or we can put it in a veggie cap with a couple of drops of carrier oil and put it down the hatch, and it can get to work within 20 minutes of putting on an essential oil. Traces of the essential oil will be found in every single cell in our body. So that's how quickly and how powerfully essential oils can work. So let's just look at some of the difference between how oils work on the body and water-based products. Most cosmetics and even antibiotics are water-based. Oil and water don't mix. So when our cells, surrounded by their oily membrane, come into contact with an essential oil, the lipid-soluble essential oil can quickly penetrate through the oil membrane. It can then trigger the right response in the cell to bring the body back to balance, and it can be out of the cell again within 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So our bodies metabolize pure essential oils very readily, very quickly, and we can see from that diagram that viruses live inside our body cells. So an essential oil can get in there quickly and activate our body's natural response, which is to evict a virus, and so speed up the process and help our recovery from a virus go that much quicker. As I said, antibiotics are water-based, so they can target bacteria which live outside the cell, but as we know, antibiotics kill good and bad bacteria. Essential oils like tea tree that kill bacteria actually know the difference between good and bad bacteria. They won't kill good bacteria, only the bad. So when essential oils penetrate into our skin, when we use them topically, they can penetrate beyond the top few layers that water-based cosmetics can reach. They can go deep into the cells and organs and tissues and do their work. And because they are so powerful, they're a cost-effective investment, because I've put there one drop at a time, but in fact, if you're making a roller, you'll be using way less than one drop at a time. And in the essential oil world, more is not more, less is more. So if you think about a medicine where the more you take, the more of an effect it has, it's not the same with essential oils. A little goes a very long way. You may have seen this diagram. It's a Chinese aspect of Chinese medicine, and it was a diagnostic tool used decades ago, where it was believed that if there was congestion in any organ inside the body, it would manifest on the skin, on the face, in a certain area in the form of redness or dryness or itching or something not right. We've got an app called The Hub for our doTERRA essential oil members, which has a lot more information on this particular subject, how to support the body holistically. This hub has got amazing resources. It's our collection from all our experts. Some are medical, some are alternative medicine, and it's all our resources pooled, information on all the oils, how to use them, classes on different aspects of health, from sleep to women's health and hormones, to green cleaning, to kids and focus, all of these classes and resources online. So there's a much deeper dive into skin and supporting skin systems holistically in this hub. So let's just look at the 4 types of skin. We've all seen this before: normal, oily combination, or dry. Dry skin can either lack oils or it can lack water. So if you are lacking in oil, it's not a good idea to use a water-based cosmetic product that will strip the oils of the skin, because then the sebaceous glands go into overdrive and produce more, and that's where problems start. The dehydrated skin lacks water, and so by upping your water intake, perhaps with a pinch of Himalayan salt to help the water be absorbed into the cells, that can help alleviate dehydrated skin, even though dry skin and dehydrated skin may present the same. A guide to how much water to drink is to multiply your body weight by 0.3. However, if you're using essential oils regularly, you should actually even be drinking more water, because essential oils trigger a detoxification process in the body. And so to help all that toxin elimination, we need more water to flush it out. So why can't we just use an essential oil on our skin and be done with it? Why is this whole cosmetic skincare industry so big and so complex, with all these different names of ingredients and processes that we have to look into? Well, unfortunately, it isn't as simple as just applying an essential oil to your face or body. Skincare products need these three parts, and I'll tell you why. Emollients, of which the best emollients are essential oils, because they are from plants, although you can get animal ones too. But they are the first stage of what is needed in the skin. They help smooth the skin, fill out the fine lines. They're not moisturizers in themselves, but essential oils, because they create the action in the skin which is needed to bring the body back to balance, they are an essential part of skincare. And as I mentioned, 95% of oils on the market are not pure. And so the oils in cosmetics are usually not the pure oils either. Then skincare products need humectants. Now, humectants are proteins that bind to water. And so we've all heard of hyaluronic acid. That's an example. And then we have occlusives, which form a protective layer on the skin to seal in the moisture. And occlusives work with emollients and humectants. So those three things are needed to create a good skin product. If we look at a pyramid called doTERRA's Foundation of Health, we can see how essential oils can support each system in the body, so that what starts in the colon and then is eventually manifested in the skin. If all of the processes are supported by pure and natural essential oils, your chances of glowing skin are much greater. And your body will thank you for the not having to go through a stressful load of synthetics to get there. So because essential oils can support nutrition and digestion, movement and metabolism, rest and sleep, stress management, they can be used for green cleaning in the home, and informed self-care, looking after ourselves before we become sick, looking after ourselves proactively and not just reactively. They're an amazing addition to your medical toolkit. In fact, 80% of your home medical needs can be addressed by doTERRA essential oils. So that if you've got head tension, if you've got a tummy upset, if you've got a muscle ache and pain, or you just need a bit of mind and mood upliftment, these things can be addressed by essential oils. And it's only the last top layer of the pyramid, the proactive medical care, where we can turn to that medical industry and say, hey, we need you now. But how more amazing is it to be able to look after ourselves at home, so that we are at the doctors less, so that our kids are on antibiotics much less, so that we are supporting ourselves proactively and empowering our children to listen to their bodies, to be able to reach for essential oils themselves, and that we have that alternative path to be able to take at in each and every day. If we look specifically at these doTERRA oils that support this pyramid of health, you'll see 10 mix and match essential oils that can be used for everything from our digestive system, our skeletal system, our mind and mood, and then just boosting our immunity, really important these days, reducing helping with the body's detoxification pathways to reduce the accumulation of toxins in our bodies, and then informed self-care for things that crop up, like, skin infections. We've got the tea tree, lavender, which calms the skin and the mind. One oil I must mention there, which we haven't mentioned yet, is frankincense. Frankincense is the king of oils for good reason. It's the oil of the mind, of the brain. It can cross the blood-brain barrier. And not only is it good for supporting any mood or perhaps physical trauma to the brain, it can help with repair and renewal of the cells there. But also, if we use it in our moisturizers, it's the number one ingredient for fine lines, for helping with scars, stretch marks, blemishes, pigment issues. Anything that's skin will greatly benefit with this amazing oil. There's a saying in the essential oil world that when in doubt, use frankincense. It uplevels the function of all the other oils in the body. So you can add frankincense to any of these oils to uplevel the effect. And it really is one that no home medicine cabinet should be without. So if you want to take your essential oils that you are, using on a day-to-day basis in terms of your home medical cabinet, you can extend the use of essential oils into the products that you would use on your body and in your home. So we've got cleaning products, hair products. I've got just a very small representation of some of the products that I have made or used just in my daily life, where it's been cheaper to buy the oils and to make my own than to buy the ingredients, to buy the cosmetics from a shop. And, when you're buying something from a shop, it's got to have a shelf life. It's got to have stable ingredients. So that's why the manufacturers have to add their, chemicals so that they can continue to sell their products that way. But when you're making it home, you can make small batches. You can be in control of the ingredients, and it really is simple. Those soaps on the bottom right are just melt and pour soaps. I show you where to buy the plain base. You can add essential oils and some natural colorants, and you can, make a cleaner soap than you can get it in any pharmacy. Above that, I've got a skin cleanse recipe where instead of using a cleanser that will strip the oil, you can use essential oils which bind with the oils, the grime and the dirt in your skin after a day of, sweating or being out and about. Essential oils can help clean the skin. They don't make the skin oilier. There was the belief many years ago that if you put oil on your skin, you'd get spots because it would, make your skin oily, but that is not the case. Pure essential oils will uplevel your skin, and they're very good for your skin. I've just got there my hand wash and cream. It's just literally Castile soap with some essential oils. Smells amazing, and it's clean. We've got Epsom salts there. You can put your empties into a jar of Epsom salts, and you get the most amazing smells, which will fill your bathroom. Below that, I've got my strawberry smoothie with some peppermint, because the oils are pure and potent. You can use them in cooking and any food prep. You can make your own conditioners, and there's no limit to the products that you can make yourself at home if you like. And these are all found on the Hub, the app website available for our members. So how could you get hold of these oils in your home? Well, if going natural is a priority for you, Then doTERRA's put together what we call the Home Essentials Kit and the Family Essentials Kit. These are the same essential oils, 10 oils, which are mix and match for 80% of your home medical needs, which support the body to support yourself. So it's not just about skin, but skin is the final manifestation of these systems underneath all working in harmony. So we've got the Home Essentials Kit at the top. It's 4,795 Rand. You'll see in your own country when you look what the price is there. It comes with a free diffuser. A diffuser will set you back about 700 Rand in the health shop anyway. Then the Family Essentials is the 5 ml bottles of the same oils, also with a free diffuser. And will sit down with you. I will sit down with you, and we'll sit down and make some protocols for your family. So whatever your specific health needs are, we can put together some ideas for rollers to be able to support you and basically tailor-made for your needs. And if you're in South Africa, I can ship you some carrier oil and a few little accessories to help you get started. But I'll also supply you with online details of places around the country that will ship the most amazing accessories so that you can really get the most out of your oils. If you don't want to start with a kit, but you'd prefer just to target the skin, then we've got some skin support products, and we can put together a custom kit for you of a few things that will really help support your body in a clean and non-toxic way. So I would love to help you get started. If natural is a priority for you, then please consider these products either as the kit or simple swaps for products that you use in your daily life. And I would love to get you started. Just contact me. No question is too big or too small. And I'd look forward to working with you. Every little change that you make has a ripple effect in life. So if you just start small and gradually, day by day, just start reducing that toxic load, teaching your children how to reach for an oil, you will find that over the course of a lifetime, the benefits you'll really reap the rewards of your benefit, the results of your actions, and you'll up-level your health and benefit your family. So contact me, and I'd love to chat to you again soon. Thank you.